Blue and red lights flashed across the empty parking lot. "License and ID," the officer said, smirking at the teenage girl behind the wheel. She fumbled nervously. "Sir, my mom's on base. She's in the Special Forces." The cop laughed, a dry, mocking sound. "Yeah, sure, and I'm the president." His partner chuckled. The girl's hands shook. In the corner of her eye, she saw the shadow of a black SUV rolling up fast. Inside was someone who didn't need to raise her voice to be feared. The cop had no idea who was about to step out. 2. Setup. 200 words. Imani was 16. A military kid used to moving every year. New towns, new schools, new looks from strangers. Her mother, Captain Alicia Warren, had served overseas more times than Imani could count. But to most people in their small town, Imani was just another city girl who didn't belong. That night, she had borrowed her mom's car, a black government SUV, to grab dinner before her mom's night shift ended. A broken taillight gave the officer an excuse. When he saw a young black girl behind the wheel of a military vehicle, suspicion filled the air like smoke. He asked too many questions: where she got the car, who she really was, why she looked nervous. Imani tried to explain. "It's my mom's. She's stationed at Fort Hill Base." But the more she talked, the more the officers smirked. The older one whispered, "They always have stories." She could feel her throat tightening, and that's when one of them reached for his radio, calling for backup. 3. Conflict. 450 words. The parking lot lights buzzed overhead. People from the diner nearby started recording. Imani's voice cracked as she begged, "Please, don't call anyone. She's really military." The cop's tone sharpened. "Step out of the vehicle." Her knees trembled. "Sir, I didn't do anything." He slammed his flashlight against the window. "Out, now!" She stepped out, hands up, eyes wet. He circled her slowly. "You steal this?" "No," she cried. "It's my mom's car. Check the registration." He leaned over the hood, scanning the name. When he saw Captain Alicia Warren, U.S. Army Special Forces, his eyebrows twitched, but his mouth twisted into a sneer. "Cute. You forged this?" His partner chuckled. "You really expect us to believe your mom's some kind of soldier?" Her heart sank. "She's coming to pick me up. Please, just wait." But the older officer cut her off. "Enough lies. Hands behind your back." Her wrists clicked in cold metal. Cameras flashed. One woman from the diner yelled, "She's just a kid!" The cop snapped, "Stay out of it!" Imani looked down at the pavement, humiliated, shaking, praying. Her mom had always told her, "Don't let fear break your dignity." But right now, dignity was the only thing she had left. Then, over the crackle of the radio, came a deep, commanding voice. "All Fort Hill units stand by. Captain Warren en route to location." The cop froze mid-step. Imani lifted her head. The crowd went silent. The black SUV pulled in, fast, controlled, tactical. Doors swung open, and a woman in combat boots stepped out. Her presence alone silenced the scene. Captain Alicia Warren, full uniform, tactical vest, patches gleaming under the streetlights. She walked right past the crowd and straight toward the officer. "Why is my daughter in cuffs?" she asked, voice low but sharp as a blade. The cop stammered, "Ma'am, we didn't know." "You didn't ask," she snapped. She held up her ID. Special Forces Command clearance verified. The officer's face drained of color. "You profile my daughter," she continued, "and humiliate her in public. That's how you protect and serve?" Silence. Only the wind and the weight of shame. The bystanders whispered, phones still rolling. And for the first time, Imani saw fear in the cop's eyes, not for her, but of her mother. Captain Warren uncuffed her daughter without breaking eye contact. "Officer, you just detained the wrong person's kid," she said coldly. "Now you'll explain that to Internal Affairs." Within minutes, 2 base MPs arrived. Military police called by Warren herself. They took statements. The civilian cops stood speechless as their own body cam footage was pulled for review. Imani leaned against her mom's SUV, still trembling. "Mom, you didn't have to come so fast." Her mother looked at her gently. "A soldier always comes when her family's in danger." As the MPs drove away with the officers for questioning, the crowd broke into murmurs of disbelief. The same cop who had laughed now looked like he'd seen a ghost. Later that night, the department issued an apology, and mandatory sensitivity training followed. But the real justice was simpler. Imani held her head high again. She wasn't just a kid in a government car, she was the daughter of a warrior. And as her mother said before driving off, next time they laugh, let them. Because sometimes respect walks in wearing combat boots.